actually born in Clacton, but my parents always lived in Frinton. So my grandfather moved here in 1923. My parents lived about sort of 5 doors away from this theatre, and so from a very early age we used to come. It was in those days a company remained as the company. Part of the pleasure was seeing the same actor in very different roles week by week. One week they'd be a sort of a doddering old man, the next week he'd be the young buck about town, and then the following week he'd probably be the father of twins. My sister for a couple of seasons was assistant stage manager, and props were got from all over the Frinton, and we always had this game of spot the prop, of sort of our family suitcases. There was one time Nicholas Grace appeared in my pyjamas and some velvet curtains we had in our lounge, but were in the theatre for many years after my mother died.
Well, I was born here 1940, beginning of the war, so I don't really remember anything much until I was 3 or 4 or 5 years old. I had a wonderful childhood. The CSSM, I used to be taken by my mother. It was here for a whole month in the summer, a whole month of August, and it was run by university students. Most of the services and activities took place on the beach or the greensward. The main one was every morning volunteers would go down, and tide permitting, they used to build a big pulpit out of sand and decorate it with flowers and shells, and on the front of the pulpit there would be a verse. And then about 11 o'clock, crowds and crowds of children and mums used to come and sit on the beach, and they'd have a service. It was always great fun, and we used to sing choruses and have prayers and chat about what they're going to do for the rest of the day. And there was always games and activities every afternoon and every evening. And one of the things I remember most was they used to have a Hunt the Worker day, and all the workers used to dress up in fancy dress and disguises and wander around the town, and all the children used to go around with a pencil and paper and try and guess who they were. And that was absolutely super. Sundays they used to have a service on Sunday afternoon, but it was always on the greensward. Children from the villages, or from Walton, from Kirby, Holland, used to come in, and a lot of visitors' children, because in those days there were a lot of hotels and a lot of bed and breakfasts, which we don't have now, and there were a lot of visitors. The town was very, very full then, very, very active and very, very full.